Sunday was the worst day to go to the flea market without enough money, because holy hell, I seen a couple of good stuff. Right, first of all, the first thing I saw was this Pennsylvania Flyer freight train set by Lionel. And it looked like the same train set I saw on display at Bass Pro Shop. I asked the seller how much they're selling it for, and they said $50. And that's a great price. I could have gotten it, but I didn't have enough money. I could have negotiated the price down to how much I have. I only brought like $40 something. But since the seller was a smoker, and judging by the look of their face, I just decided to just pass and go on to another thing. The second seller I went to had like a couple of tables filled with toys, and among those toys was a Bubble and Go Thomas. I then went to another seller, same stuff like the other seller, tables filled with toys, but this seller had a bit more Thomas merchandise, especially Trackmaster. I didn't take pictures of what they have because I just didn't feel like doing it. Now, when I went to the fourth seller, holy hell, this is the kicker where in my head I was like, God damn, I wish I brought more money. Holy hell, this person has he has a lot of tables filled with good shit. And among the stuff, there were a couple of model trains. The 50th anniversary Lionel train set, which I remember seeing that set in my local Target. Speaking of Target, there was also this Lionel Santa Fe hopper. Oh man. Remember those times you could go buy a Lionel train inside an actual Target? Man, if only we could turn back time. Anywho, the seller also had this lifelike train set, the superpowered charger. Yet, of course, I'll pass that since I already have some lifelike engines. And yeah, lifelike isn't that reliable when it comes to motive power. Now here's something that really caught my attention. This box filled with Tyco stuff. While digging through the stuff, which this seller that was selling all this stuff, he was pretty nice. He was nice to talk to. I really enjoy having a chat with him. Anywho, while we were talking, while he was shuffling through the stuff, I noticed a long Tyco box. And of course, if a box is long, of course it's gonna house an engine, and it did. But of course some of you might be thinking, oh, it'll just be a Tyco 280. But no, this is a Tyco Mantua 462, and it's a Union Pacific engine. The cab was smashed and the cow catcher was broken off, but all the pieces were still there. And other than the cosmetics, it looks pretty good. I asked the seller if I could buy the engine and another piece of rolling stock, but he said he's selling the whole thing as a set. And he said since the engine is broken, he'll offer me $32. Was a good price since it came with the accessories, track, and all that rolling stock. But since I only had $21 left, and I just didn't feel like bargaining with him since my parents are already tired of the heat because, Texas, I just passed up and said, I hope to see you next week. Hopefully this week we'll go back to the flea market. And hopefully he'll be there. Because holy hell, I would love to pick up that Mantua 462. Even though the cab is smashed and the cow catcher is broken, I can fix that. The pieces are still there. Well, at least I walk away with a couple of Thomas merchandise. But yeah, I have a Bubble and Go Thomas again, complete. And oh my god, his face is a bit wonky, not gonna lie. He is a bit dusty. I need to clean him off because I don't know if the seller's kids actually put their mouth on this piece. Anywho. So yeah, let's look around. I didn't even get to take proper pictures of my original Bubble and Go Thomas before I removed his chassis and put it on my Shrilling Whistle Thomas, which here he is actually. He's still okay. Here's a little comparison. As you can see, Bubble Gum Thomas actually towers over my Whistle Thomas. Yeah. This isn't a proper comparison because the Whistle Thomas should be a bit lower if it had its original wheels, but since I customized mine with Bubble Go Thomas wheels. This isn't proper. This isn't a proper size comparison. Also, the face isn't as factory error proof as the Shrilling Thomas face. Apparently, these things are factory error proof. Just that on this one, for some reason, the cutting where the face would be planted is a bit off, making both this face kind of sit crooked. Well, on this one, since it's straight and perfect, it sits somewhat fine. Okay, let me see how the face looks on. Oh, now the childhood Thomas face. Yeah, I'll see what y'all think, but yeah, I'm keeping this original face. Has a little stud right here and an indent right there. And as you put it on, straight as hell. No gaze around here. Educate. That was joke. You're supposed to know that. Oh. Plus, yeah, as you can see, there's a stepladder that my Thomas is missing. I'm not gonna use this Thomas for parts. I'm actually gonna mold some copies out of this once I actually make a proper mold box for the chassis and step ladders and whatnot. But that's when I actually make a mold box. So either way, I have a brand new Bubble and Go Thomas to replace my old ass, dead ass, gonna cut up for scrap ass Thomas. Yo, holy hell. That looks somewhat weirdly cool. Okay, so I actually recorded this part of video before, but due to my phone being a bitch when recording and freezing at one point in the video, losing the recording completely, I have to do it again. So, let's do it again. Here is a truck I've been wanting to get since when I first laid my eyes on it, and it is the Hit Toys flipping truck. Sounds like I'm saying a Christian version of fuck. Yes, as you can see, it still works, of course. How will you break this unless if you intentionally smash it on the ground? Anywho. So yeah, I really love this truck and I really wanted to get one of these because look at it. It has the light gray planking, the dark gray details. Just I love that look. Oh, that has a flip feature on top. I really like that. I would love to get more of these. That way I can make a full train. But that's in a later date. Right now I'm happy with the first and only one I have. The first one I have. This won't be the only one. I will buy more of these. Alright, I do have a switch that can somewhat interact with this. If I just turn it on. Yeah, these are a bit wear down since Here's a little cool fact. Most of my Trackmaster track came from this one garage sale me and my mom went a long time ago. Yeah, originally when I first tested it, it was like that. But as you saw in a few seconds ago, it actually works fine. And as of right now, it works fine. And this one's a bit wear down, so that's impressive. Ooh. Yeah, luckily I have a piece that this truck can interact with. Next piece, somewhat like that Hit Toys truck, is this Solar Mining Co. hopper. I really love this because just like this guy, it has a flipping load. I love that. You can play with that for hours and never get tired. I would love to get more of these Trackmaster hoppers. They're really cool, especially the Solar Mining Co. or that other Solar Mining Co. hopper that has a red top and a gold or yellow bottom. That looks nice. I believe I also have like a blue version of this hopper. Let me get it real quick. Yeah, apparently I don't own a copy of another hopper like this. I probably got confused with these two, and having these two I thought I had this. No, wait. Okay, now I remember. Now I know why I got confused. Because one of my cousins actually has one of these hoppers. But it was a long time ago when we were all young and loved Thomas. They already grown out of it, unlike me. Ugh. Anywho, now let's go on to the next two trucks, which I'll go through both of them right now. And the reason why I'm going through both of them right now is since I already have these trucks. Let me move y'all. There you go. There you are. And there you are. Yeah, if you don't know what these trucks are, you think, oh, their axles are bent. No, these came from that one Special Moments Trackmaster Hit Toys pack, which it was a Colonel Legends Trackmaster pack with Thomas in the paint pots. And these were the trucks that came with it. They wobble around with a load of paint in them. Yeah, I bought another one of this truck because you can never have too many trucks. Once I see Trackmaster trucks at a flea market, I'm gonna pick them up. You can never have too many trucks. Besides, my trains are a bit small. I need to make them longer. Besides, I love these trucks. They have a little bit of animation to them. Oh, that'll be perfect behind Henry. And this Trackmaster boxcar. Fun fact, this car is actually based after the Japanese little boxcars. Wanna know why? Well, because Clarabel. Yeah, for those who are very stupid, Clarabel was the OG Trackmaster. They invented it since the 1950s. They were the ones that made Thomas. And being Clarabel originated from Japan, of course they're gonna mix in some of their Japanese rolling stock. I actually have both a I think this is Mattel era. How do I say? Fisher Price era van truck, GNR boxcar, and McDonald's toy. I mean Trackmaster 2 box van. I hate this because as you heard me say, this feels like a McDonald's toy. These two feel a bit more sturdier. the plastic on these, they feel tough. You try to squeeze them, and yes, they'll go in like that, but they won't break. As this one, you can squeeze it. It won't break, but it feels horrible. It just feels horrible. Anywho, now on to the coaches.
Stand still.
There we go. Oh, fuck you then. Yeah, I got another Annie and Clarabel. I did this bit in the original recording where I just took off the face on my temporary Annie. I also took off the names on this Annie. Well, this was originally a Clarabel, but I turned it into an Annie since I already have a Clarabel. But I just took them off since now I have an actual Annie. This face originated from this knockoff Annie. How do I say this? This face originated from my temporary Annie. So now, actual Annie has a face. By the way, I did not put this sticker. This sticker was originally on this model. It was placed by, I believe, the original seller's kids. Anyway, this character is from Blue Mountain Mystery. I don't care about them. Anywho, actually, I learned this trick from Dank Pods. You should check them out. These are cool. And not working that well, but oh well. A bit of nail polish should fix that. My friend taught me. So yeah. Anyway, yep, now I have a proper Annie. I need to fix up the original sticker from my temporary Annie. But, alright, that's alright. Now I have a proper Annie and Clarabel in the same size. And now, since this coach isn't Annie anymore, it's now the special coach. Yo, holy shit, if only I still had one of my Scottish twins. So yeah. Oh, by the way, for those who are wondering what this Clarabel is, this originated from the Steam-along Thomas. I believe my mom found this at like a thrift store or a garage sale. One of the two. I don't know. I don't remember picking this up, but I know, because back then, when I was younger, my mom would pick up some Thomas toys for me. And man, those were the good old days. Look, a bit of story time. This Ertl Thomas, I first got this when my mom picked me up from school. And she showed me this, and I was like, wow. Anyway, well, of course you would say, wow. It's an Ertl Thomas. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up now, but I'll fix it up later. Anywho, that is, oh wait, this is Steam-along and Clarabel. That is Annie and Clarabel. Yeah, I need to replace the sticker on this Clarabel. It's kind of water damaged. Oh, that's printed off. Okay, this is a natural sticker. Is this? Oh, this is from the Hit Toys era. This must be a later Annie. Clarabel. This one's yes, an original tone. Right. Enough about dates and whatnot. Now let's go on to the engines, which I picked up 2 Trackmaster engines. The seller had like a couple more Trackmaster stock. I believe she had like. By the way, this is a different seller, not the female smoker that was selling the Lionel trains, the Lionel Pennsylvania train set. Yeah. Anyway, this seller was selling like a Trackmaster Dennis, one of the Scottish twins tenders. a fireworks wagon. I think, if I remember correctly, I wish I picked that up. Narrow gauge wagon, which I didn't pick that up. I do not plan on buying the narrow gauge Trackmaster engine. Speaking of narrow gauge Trackmaster engines, they also had like a Trackmaster Scarlori. That's a weird pronunciation. And it has some Trackmaster Stew. It also has some Trackmaster 2 stuff that I don't like. Trackmaster 2. I like the original where everything was longer and they look right. Speaking of original, I got James again. After so many years, I have James again. My original James is one of them. The tender was ripped up. I ripped their tender apart, as in I ripped their tender away from the engine. Cause I don't know. I was a weird kid back then. Anywho, and I knew what a tender is. I'm not those stupid people that don't know what the mysterious piece of freight rolling stock behind the steam engine is. Anywho, this James is pretty good. So, yes, of course, the water damage on the tender. And it's missing its coal covering. And the lines are a bit faded. But either way, this is a good James. And the traction tires are still rubbery. That's really nice. Oh, a bit of dirt there. This is a nice James. I really love this old James. By the way, I still have my... Where is he? Ah, there he is. Oh, I still have my talking James. Yes, he does have black lipstick. Gay James. Gender fluid James. Yeah, I customized him a bit to make him look more pretty. Yeah, this James does have a few problems. And also this James does too, since if I turn him on, I think one of his gears are cracked. Now that he can easily... Yeah. So this James might need some repair, but other than that, I have a Hit Toys. Oh, this is a Tommy James. Either way, I have an original James again. It ain't my original Jameses that I had and never sold, and they're gone now. I don't know where they are, but I have original James again. Hooray! Actually, let me test out if he does work. Let me do this quick before my phone takes a brain fart and freezes. The main reason why I never play with my tender engines is because I don't have this D-cell battery. That's why I mainly rip their tenders apart from the engine and other stuff. Oh, come on. Ooh. Might be a bad time. Where do we flip the battery? That always works. Yeah, that doesn't fit. Flip it again. Oh. Yeah, James might need some repairs, but we can fix him. I still haven't restored my Gordon, and I don't think I'll ever do since I keep pushing him back. Either way, I finally have a tender engine with its original tender. It doesn't have a coal truck for a tender like Edward or Henry. Couple of them. I can't forget that. Yes, Edward still has his coal truck tender. Yeah. Anywho, I can't fit James in the cameras. I just gotta put him on top. Right. Another engine I got RC Percy, but as you can see, his coach is gone. And he wouldn't work without his motor, so extraction tires are dried. But don't worry, I still have my spare traction tires I got from Amazon. Anywho, so here's Percy has his white running board. This is what I like about the Hit Toys Trackmaster engines. They put white running boards on the special engines. Yes, he can't move. But I have plans for him. I'm planning on actually making him work on himself by using components of scrap Thomas's I have and putting it all together to make this Percy move by himself, like my Hit Toys Percy. The reason why it's not working is because, of course, he doesn't have his battery. Actually, I can put one of his batteries in. One day, Percy, you'll be just like this Percy. I might actually make this Percy only go in reverse, because I think this face would fit him, being like a tired out Percy from working in the yard for too long, shunting and whatnot. But, anywho, let me just put my working, there we go. So that's my flea market haul. Yes, it's all Thomas, and I wish I got the Tyco HS Scale train set, but either way, I like Trackmaster. I'm collecting it, and I have a good majority of stock of it. Yeah, I'm alright with the stuff I got. It's gonna be useful. Right, let me assemble a layout for these pieces to run on, and see you guys later, and have a good day.